Welcome back to my channel. I'm Heather Corinne, and today we're going to be crocheting these reusable cotton rounds. I recently adopted a new skincare routine that uses a toner, and I thought that using these would be a little bit more sustainable than throwing away cotton balls every day, so we're giving this a try. These are really quick and easy to make, and I just wash and dry them at the end of every week. So I whipped up 14 of them so I could use 2 per day. This video is designed as a visual tool to go along with the written post or the written pattern, which can be found on my blog and in my Etsy shop. I'll link both of those down below, as well as a detailed list of all of the materials and stitches and all the fun things that we're using for this project. So let's get started on these little cotton rounds. I'm using 100% cotton yarn for these cotton rounds, but you could play around with some different blends. We're going to create a magic circle using a size G crochet hook. So wrapping around to create this magic circle. And we're going to chain 2 chain stitches inside this magic circle, followed by 6 half double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, pull up, and pull through all 3 loops to create a half double crochet. So we're going to place 6 of those into the magic circle. So now we have 6 half double crochet in our magic circle. We're going to pull this loose end tight to cinch up the center, and then we're going to insert the hook into the first stitch of the round and slip stitch to create that circle shape. We're going to chain 2 and then half double crochet increase in each stitch around. So that's going to be 2 half double crochet in every stitch around. I like to place a stitch marker into the first stitch of each round so that I know when I get back to the beginning. So we're just going to slide this stitch marker into that first half double crochet that we did. And then continue all the way around this circle with 2 half double crochet per stitch. So our stitch count at the end of round 2 is going to be 12. At the end of round 2, we're going to slip stitch into that stitch where we placed the stitch marker to keep our circle shape. And then we're going to chain 2. Round 3, we're going to half double crochet increase in the first stitch, pop in our stitch marker into the first half double crochet, and then 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. We're going to repeat this sequence all the way around. So we'll have 2 half double crochet in 1 stitch, and then 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. So our stitch count at the end of round 3 is going to be 18. At the end of round 3, we're going to pop out this stitch marker and slip stitch into that stitch where the stitch marker was. We're going to chain 1 since this is the end and tie off with a long enough tail to weave in the ends. Now on my blog post and in the written pattern, I have an additional row that's optional if you'd like to have a larger sized cotton round. So be sure to check that out if you want the larger version. I like these smaller ones because they mimic a small cotton round or cotton ball. So now we're just going to weave in these ends. I like to weave them in on the back side of our project. My favorite way to weave in ends is to run the needle through maybe 4 or 5 stitches in one direction. And then back through those same stitches, skipping the first stitch without pulling too tightly. And since these are going to get a lot of use, I may do a third pass through before I trim off this yarn. So now we'll just snip the end off as close as possible, and it should not come unraveled and you can't even see where the end was. So now we're going to pull this magic circle tight just to make sure that it is ready to be weaved in, and weave in this end in the exact same way. A helpful tip to consider is whether or not the product that you're going to be putting on these cotton rounds is the type that will remove or discolor things. So it doesn't really matter for the cotton round. Who cares if it gets a little discolored, but be aware that when you're washing it with the rest of your laundry, that if you're using a certain type of product that maybe has hydrogen peroxide in it, that it could discolor your clothing. So now we've completed our first cotton round. These are so quick and easy to whip up, which make them a really great sustainable gift idea for anyone in your life that you know uses these type of products frequently. It's just a little bit more eco-friendly than cotton balls or cotton pads, and they're honestly really fun to use something that you've made yourself. Just pulled my fresh laundry out of the dryer, so I wanted to show you the little cotton rounds. After they've been dried, washed and dried, they are in excellent shape. It's like they are brand new. I think I missed one. And so now I'm going to go put these clean ones back in my bathroom with my toner so that they'll be ready for the next week. I hope you enjoyed crocheting with me today. Let me know in the comments down below if you use these for yourself and how they work for you. Also, if you got value from this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out a lot and I appreciate you so very much. I'll see you guys very soon with a new fun project.